downstairs. Gotta have my bowl, gotta have cereal. Seeing everything, the time is going, ticking on and on.
It is
Everybody's
Friday.
gotta get down to the
Friday, gotta get down to the bus stop.
catch my bus. I see my
Friends, here you are.
in the front.
All right, sorry about that. Hope that was not too disturbing. Or maybe I hope it was disturbing enough. That is right. It is Friday. I'm sitting in my classroom making videos for my freshmen, my honors classes. Anyways, that was the best introduction I can do. I hope that either made your day or I hope it ruined your day. I don't know. I just make a day. Anyways, guys, this is a very short video. I just want to tell you what you're going to be doing today. So obviously we're not going to have a live Zoom, but this is just for you to watch. So here's our agenda for the day. Joke of the day. It's pretty good. How does a scientist freshen her breath? With experiments. The best thing about that joke, her breath. We're assuming here that the scientist is a female. How about that, huh? We're pretty progressive. Very progressive. We're not just saying a scientist has to be a guy, it could be a girl. Whatever. Anyways. So today is, and you have to do an assignment that is for a grade. Yesterday was practice. Today it is for a grade. Determining central idea of a text, analyze that in detail. I'll have it when I can compose my analytical paragraph at a mastery level. Yesterday you read how resilience works, and I want to show you a couple of examples from there. I didn't see any ones per se. I mean, there were some people who didn't do it at all yet, so that would be a 0. But I did have some examples of some 2s, 3s, and 4s, and I'll show you that example in just a moment. Actually, let's just do that now, real quickly. So this is what you need to be doing, and so this link is here for you guys on the agenda. These are some students in my classes. So here's an example of 4, a pretty elaborate 4, but you know, it's quite a bit. But if you want to get a 4, you gotta work for it. Let's just read through it real quickly. Maybe not the whole thing, but in the article, How Resilience Works, Diane Coutu presents the idea that resilience is an acceptance of reality, finding a meaning, and being able to improvise. So good. There's our statement of the central idea. Then we have a sentence that explains why this is important or significant. This is important because many people assume resilience is based on genetics, but in reality, resilience can be learned, and people can have different amounts based on their experiences. Then, and this is the part where a lot of people would not have gotten a 4 yesterday, was the examples with explanations. So, and I'll show you this in just a moment. Some people just listed some examples, but this student here is explaining, and I'll just read some of it. First, Coutu shows the reality needed at times to be able to survive. Then we have a quote. So example, goes to here. When disaster struck, blah, 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 blah. And then the writer explains. Without the reality seen by Morgan Stanley, they would not have gotten out in time. Though optimism is good, it can lead to unpreparedness. She continues and then goes on to explain. And then we have another quote with explanation, quote and explanation, and then it ends with a statement just kind of summarizing everything together. Coutu's argument is that resilient people are made, not born, and everyday life situations contribute to the ultimate outcome. So that is a 4. Mastery. The student has done everything that I've asked. Let's scroll up to approaching mastery, a 3. In the text, How Resilience Works, Diane Coutu, by the way, commas always go inside quote marks every single time in the history of the world, okay? In the text, How Resilience Works, Diane Coutu presents the idea that resiliency can be learned. It is a great trait when hiring, and it requires optimism and problem solving. Very good statement determining the central idea. Resiliency gets you through tough times and can help you bounce back. An extra sentence there. And then we just have a quote, and a quote, but no explanation or commentary. So this cannot be a 4. But it is a 3 because it has done this. It has provided some evidence, but it cannot be. And then it does have a nice concluding sentence. But again, that's just approaching mastery. Now we have a 2 where they really, and this could have been a 1 depending. They're not following the format, but they are able to identify or determine a central idea, how you can recover over something even if it doesn't go your way. And then we just have some general statements. Looking at this, maybe this is a 1. since it's not a clear central idea. So probably I don't want to restart the whole video, but maybe I could have found a different 2 and made this a 1. But anyway, so a 2 would just be you are able to identify a central idea, but the rest of it sort of falls apart. So this is a 2 or a 1, but it's certainly not at where it needs to be. All right, so your job for today then is to, and these examples are here if you want to look at them again in the agenda. You're going to read, this is the final, this is it. This is the very last Common Lit article you're going to read in 2020, at least in my class. So that's good. So you're going to read an article today called I Went from Prison to Professor. Notice it's at an 11th grade level. And you're going to do the exact same thing. Write an analytical paragraph in Google Classroom by 3 o'clock. Add this into your note catcher. This will be number 10. And that is your assignment for today. This will be for a grade in the grade book at a 4 level. So very important. Things to look forward to for next week, Monday and Tuesday. Depending on whether you're third or fourth period, you'll be Monday or Tuesday for class. On that day, you're going to watch, you'll have some options. I'm going to have a list of about 4 or 5 short documentary films. So documentaries are nonfiction, right? That's what we're doing, informational. And you'll choose one, and it's about all of them are under 10 minutes. So when I say short, I mean under 10 minutes. And you'll pick one, and then you're going to do the same thing. You're going to write an analytical paragraph. So instead of saying in the article, you'll say in the short documentary, the director presents the idea that, and then do the same thing. And so this way you're going to be transferring, it's a key word in education, transferring your skill from one thing to another. So I can transfer my ability to determine central idea from a written text to a visual text, an audio visual. And then put that also into the note catcher. That'll be number 11, but we'll talk more about that next week. So that's where we are headed. All right, folks. So happy Friday. And I do hope that you're able to do all this work. I'll be around all day long. I'll be in my classroom. So call my classroom if you want. Extension is, what is my extension? Oh, yeah, 41240. So call the school and go ahead to that extension. If you have a question, send me a remind, an email. And if you have any questions just about the assignment for today, let me know. All right, folks. I told you this would be a fairly short video. We're approaching 8 minutes, so I think that's enough. And I hope to see you guys on Monday or Tuesday. Hope you guys are staying safe. Enjoy the weekend, and I miss you all. Bye-bye.